around the Department of Defense. This is your daily news brief.
A new military boss for NATO. I'm Mark Weeks. NATO has a new Supreme Allied Commander for Europe, as Army General Curtis Scaparrotti relinquished command to Air Force General Todd Walters during a change of command ceremony at Supreme Headquarters Allied Powers Europe in Mons, Belgium. Scaparrotti says NATO has many challenges and is prepared to meet them.
NATO must continue to change as it has done throughout history, to preserve the unity of the alliance, to protect its people, its territory, and its values that bind us, to develop forces that are vigilant in peace, responsive in crisis, and that will prevail in conflict.
As the new Supreme Allied Commander, Walters says he's up for the challenge.
NATO's speed and posture continue on a positive trajectory. In Allied command operations, we'll work to sustain our focused approach to relationships, readiness, transparency, and alignment. Vigilance endures, and existing orders for this great command remain in place.
Walters also took command of U.S. European Command in a ceremony on May 2nd. The U.S. needs to upgrade its nuclear capability now, and DoD officials say that though efforts are already underway, it'll take continued funding to ensure the U.S. can maintain its nuclear edge. Pentagon officials testifying before the Senate Armed Services Committee told members of Congress that the U.S. nuclear deterrence relies on the nuclear triad, which is fast approaching an age where its capabilities may not be enough of a threat to deter adversaries. The nuclear triad includes ground-based missiles, submarine-launched ballistic missiles, and air-launched cruise missiles delivered by bomber aircraft. Military leaders and Defense Department personnel recently had a brush with fame when actor Milo Ventimiglia from the TV show This Is Us visited the Pentagon.
Spent some time with some very important people, heard a lot of important things. I'm constantly in awe when I'm so graciously allowed to be around the senior military leaders. For me, it's always meeting as many people as I can, looking them in the eye, having a nice conversation, and just being present, just being with them. Usually I'm as excited to meet folks in the services as maybe they are to meet me.
Ventimiglia's father served 2 tours of duty in Vietnam as a soldier, and he says a lot of what he heard about his dad's service helped him with his This Is Us character, Jack, and that it made sense to him to play the character as a Vietnam vet. This is not the first time Ventimiglia has mingled with the military. He's visited military bases with the USO for about a decade. That's your DoD News Brief. I'm Mark Weeks. You can find more stories about your military at defense.gov and by using hashtag KnowYourMil.